today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a haircut look, and today we're going to be doing a textured long bob. I'm going to be working with a razor, and I have my gorgeous model with me right here with this really great, lovely textured cut. And I love texture on these haircuts because it gives it a really nice fall to the hair. So let's go into the salon and show you how it's done. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram to stay connected to see what we're doing in the salon. So here is our before, so you guys can see her hair is just long, kind of grown out. So we're gonna give it some shape. So first make sure that we detangle everything. I'm going to use 4 sections, 4 quadrants for my haircut, and then I'm going to do diagonal forward to create a V. So that Sherry is basically getting her haircut like a V, like you see in the diagram. So I am using the Paul Mitchell Twist. This is like the coolest razor ever. I've used it in another video before. But what I'm doing is I'm going to create my perimeter line. So I'm going to take the center part of her hair and start to etch this out. Now etching up and down is going to give us a really soft perimeter line. So the thing that I love about this cut is since we're doing a razor for this entire cut, it is going to give you a really beautiful soft fused look without it looking very blunt. So what I'm doing is I'm following that perimeter from the middle guide, and I'm following that out to the edge of the corners. Now I'm keeping everything square so that when we pull this hair towards the front, it's going to have a shorter in the back to longer in the front look. So I'm going to finish off the other side, check to balance, and then I got super smart because, you know, she has dark hair. So after I change this little edit right here, I'm going to lay down a white towel so you guys can see when I check it, it looks nice and even on both sides. So I'm going to drop another layer down. And then instead of cutting everything the way that we did before, I attack the rest of the hair differently. So starting in the middle, I'm going to grab a section and I'm actually going to twist this entire section. Looking at my bottom guide, I'm going to start to etch down about 2 inches from the bottom line all the way down to that bottom line. And now you guys can see this is going to create some really great internal layering without having to do actual layers. This just gives you that really great texture. As the twist untwists while you're etching that out, it just gives you the most beautiful layers without having to do a lot of hard work. And I love the finished end result for this. So again, make sure that you're keeping everything square to the back so that you're keeping the length while it is brought forwards when they actually wear this haircut. So I'm going to finish off the other side. You guys can see this is a little bit more of a visual haircut. It's not a, this is exactly how it's done precise. This is not a precision haircut. This is a more softer, more edgier textured haircut. So when I go into dropping each section, I'm literally going to copy the same thing. Now if you want to start higher up when you're etching, you totally can. It just depends on what you want your end results to be. So I'm just going to go in here and keep etching at around 2 inches from above my bottom perimeter line and then work my way down. And I am finished with all of that. Once I am, I'm going to grab that top section, lay it out horizontally flat, and I'm going to go in at a little bit of an angle like you guys can see, and I'm going to etch out some layers. So think of it as slide cutting with a haircut with regular shears. I'm doing it with my razor. And again, I'm using this on the razor side, not on the, there's 2 sides to this razor. So there's a razor side and there is a like notched out side to give more texture. I'm using the razor side because I want to take out like an actual line, not just texture. So starting in the front, I'm going to do a diagonal front part line. I'm going to comb all of this down, make sure that your partings are nice and straight, and then pulling this to the back part of her head. So I'm not going to be cutting it over the front of her shoulders. I'm going to keep it back behind her shoulders, and I'm going to etch an angle. So it's going to go shorter in the back to longer in the front, and however much of an angle your client wants, that's basically what I'm going to put in. So again, there's no specific angle to this. It's just depending on how much angle you want to give your client in the haircut. So I'm going to go and check for balance, just kind of checking along and then etching out any little hairs that need to be removed until I have that perfect little line. And then what I'm going to do is check that very front guide to make sure that everything is exactly how I want it. And then dropping down the next section, we're going to do the same thing that we did in the back. Now that we have the perimeter down, I'm going to twist strands following my perimeter bottom line, and I am going to twist these either away or towards the face. You can do both. It really, I mean, if you want to keep your texture going towards the face, you can do the twists away. And then same difference if you want the texture to go away from her face, twist the opposite way. So now that I have all of that done, I can go in and kind of on those front pieces, etch out a little bit using that angled method through the top, and then I just kind of check my perimeter and start to style. So what I'm going to do is just add some really great texturizing sprays to her hair. I like to go in to add more texture, especially if they have soft hair like my client. That way it's going to give me the really beautiful finish, because a lot of times I feel like when we're styling our clients, they want to see the end result that they see in the picture. So it's really important that I style their hair like the picture that we're looking at. So I smoothed her hair all out so I could go back in and do some dry cutting. So I'm going to use my texture shears. These kind of take out about medium weight, so the teeth aren't super thick or super thin. And I'm going to do some slide texture cutting. So I just like to do this through the bulk of the hair, really through the midsection, so that I can take out some of that weight. When I feel like I have enough done, I'm gonna go in and finish style her hair. So I'm using my Bellamy flat iron. This flat iron is so awesome. It makes curling the hair super easy. So all I'm gonna do is go in and do some strands going away and then towards the face, doing both, and then I just comb everything out. Whenever you do curls going both ways, it just helps to build up that texture and make it have that really cool rock and roll modern vibe. Finishing it up with some dry spray wax, the best thing ever to finish off a long bob. And look at all this beautiful texture we have in her hair. Again, this is a very visual haircut, so if you want to see more texture somewhere, you just etch a little bit more into the hair. And you've got your haircut. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!